the start for these marquee pairings.
All right, this is the 19-year-old Filipino phenom, Yuka Saso, tied for 13th.
Yuka Saso has this for birdie. It's coming up from the lower tier. And this looks pretty tidy from Yuka Saso.
The impressive swing of young Yuka Saso.
Begging for it.
Oh.
Just so heavy coming out of that lie.
And the third for Yuka Saso.
Wow.
Let's go to 12.
Just 2 shots off the lead, but trying to minimize the damage. A 4th shot at the par 4 for Saso.
I could tell that was a much easier lie to chip from. The green sloping towards the hole location.
12.
Saso for bogey. Okay, so a birdie and a bogey so far.
That you will recognize if you've been watching our coverage of the women's amateur golf and collegiate golf. Yuka Saso on the tee at the 13th, going right at it and not far away from knocking it in the hole. Yuka Saso for birdie at the 15th. It's a player who's 40th in the world. He's won a couple of times on the Japan LPGA Tour.
And here's the big hitting Filipino. Plays on the JLPGA. Yuka Saso.
Even though it's one of the par 5s, it's still playing as a very difficult hole.
This is Yuka Saso for birdie at the 17th. At the lead at the halfway stage. We take you back to April and the Lotte Championship.
Hit a beautiful tee shot dead center. Oh, a little bit below her feet, but that's just a wedge, a little wedge.
Good control.
That will be to tie the lead.
Let's go up to 18.
And that you'd give one of your partners this putt, wouldn't you, Kay, at Olympic Club?
I would definitely. Those are the kind of birdie putts everybody loves. You don't have to think about them.
And Saso with her approach.
Speaking of talent, this is just a sand wedge in, but she got it too high. That wind pushed it to the right, and that's going to be a disappointing approach.
And a tough putt upcoming, Kay.
Definitely. She's going to have to grind now to 2 putts.
This is the 5th shot for Saso. Just too much pace on the first putt.
Yeah, putted it off the green.
Yeah, we talked about it, but she's made 5.
Tom, she had a putter out initially for that shot, put it in the bag and chipped it in the hole.
Let's bring in Kay Cockrell with Yuka Saso.
139 yards, just trying to dig it out of that deep lie. Mind you, she's just in that first, 9 feet of primary.
She got a lot out of that, Kay.
She sure did.
Wow.
That is a distinctly San Francisco look right there.
What's amazing is you drive 3 miles and it's sunny. It's an amazing microclimate.
As Mel Reid just did. Saso.
That was well done. Those are the hardest putts on this golf course. And she knows the 6-iron in her hand should be the right club. Boy, she launched that really high. Aggressive line.
Yeah, it's going to run into that rough.
Yeah, a little too aggressive to go at that flagstick. And the slope is towards her.
And she went for it.
Yeah, that helped the shot a lot. She was very lucky with the lie. 2 putts in a row in that 2.5 to 3 foot range.
Good up and down there.
That was really, really good. And her lie is pretty nasty. She's strong, though. Strong 19-year-old.
She got a lot out of the 1-on-2, and that's going to leave her in a decent position there. Coming out of that box has a smile on her face as well, not just on the golf ball.
Yuka Saso.
Yeah, and that was basically a 3-putt from the front fringe.
Let's bring in Kay with Yuka Saso.
Yeah, this is uphill, sliding to the right. And that was just kind of a sloppy 3-putt from the front fringe. Yuka Saso from the left rough is going to play ahead of Inji Chun, who's dealing with problems in the right trees. And she caught that nicely. Oh, beautiful shot.
That's really good.
I feel like she's been getting lucky, Kay, with some of these lies she's getting in the rough.
Slow uphill right to left.
Got it.
Bingo. She's got a pretty good crowd out here. She can get this all the way to the crest, maybe even beyond the crest. Nope, she's pushed that well to the right. We'll be lucky to have a good lie.
Yeah, that's way in the secondary rough there.
Wish she got a lot of ball. Pulled that a little. And an excellent, I mean, that fringe helped her right there.
Okay, this is just crazy.
What a shot.
What have been your impressions watching her so far today?
She's dynamic. She's got all the tools.
She actually did.
Completely agree, Tom.
Martha Sasso, and she remains the leader.
She's not feeling it, but I'm sure she'll give it a go this weekend.
Great ball.
Important thing if you're going to play conservatively to hit the fairway, and she did.
It just sort of drifts to the right, this fairway, and a few players have been caught out going down.
A short second, Tom, just 76 yards. The hole just past the ridge, the rise to that second level.
And a bit of spin back. Yeah, the second level, if you get it up there within sort of 10, 15, 20 feet, from what we've seen today, it's a great birdie look.
I mentioned she had 4 yesterday. She's made 5 so far today. Oh, completely fooled by that. She thought it would be a lot faster.
Played well on the opening day back in December at Champions. She was 5th after the opening round, shot 69.
Hold it just a tad.
Yeah, just a tad. It's a good shot.
Got that to land really soft.
Uphill towards the clubhouse will be on the slow side.
What a round, Yuka Saso. She has the wow swing in the same way people say wow when Rory lets his driver go. She patterned her golf swing. Yuka Saso, third shot.
Yeah, big mistake laying up with an iron pull lead into the primary rough. Just 89 yards. Good news is you got plenty of room past this bunker to let it run up.
Is it going to stay on the green? Yes, what a great shot from that lie. She did it all day yesterday, getting it out of this cabbage rough. Can she do it again today?
Yeah, caught enough of the hole, didn't it, Jerry?
What a great start for this twosome here.
That too with a little cut spin on it right at the right edge of the fairway.
Gets a favorable bounce there.
Well, you know, if you miss the green right, your options are very minute. This will right.
Aggressive play there from Yuka Saso. Best shot we've seen all day into the second hole.
Another
Definitely not that easy.
Yeah. Time and time again, when she puts herself in trouble.
Going with fairway wood, I think the hardest fairway to hit on the course. Don't know if the stats prove that, but this one trying to draw against the wind, but just didn't start it far enough left. Fluttered out of there, but has plenty of contact on it left as well. Waiting for some kind of reaction.
Yeah, it's just beyond the hole a good 30 feet, Jerry. It's going to be a very sweeping right to left putt.
Is that enough?
Careful here.
Never found the right line, and good stroke.
We have a tie for the lead.
Just to increase your chances on the right edge of the fairway. It's a tiny little target.
Trying to keep it down that right edge, as you can see. And that might... It was a soft bounce.
Yeah, it was. Turning toward the left center of the green. This is not where you want it. Left edge.
Reaction was a bit uncharacteristic.
Yeah, right up against the collar. No chance of catching a putter solid. It's a wedge way back in her stance. And oh, how good is that?
And it's a pretty good effort. It's going to be a tap in 4. Taps this one in, which she's going to do. Megan Tang's got a chance to get it to 6 under with that eagle putt at the 7th.
Pretty generously sized. And from this tee, as Kate mentioned, that left fairway bunker, the only fairway bunker is not in play, although she does not like this. Has to gouge it hard. When she did, that's going to have enough on it to get there, I think.
Just enough, Jerry.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really good. That's got plenty. Great putt. Has to be on the ideal line, and this is left.
And well, should get into the bottom of the bunker, but still not the easiest shot from there. Oh, she did try to mix it in the grass. How about that?
2 bounces in the fringe, and we haven't seen any ball bounce twice through that grass.
So here on Saturday, plotting her way around the golf course, good up and down there.
The final pair, and Yuka Saso up 2.
7-iron seems like the right club. Can't feel the wind on the tee or the green, but it is blowing from the right. Pretty direct line. Although she's been a magician with it. Oh my goodness.
Making solid contact in case it gets a little drag on it, but then you risk it.
See if she can put just a little fade spin on this reverse camber. Dog leg right. That one's turning left. No chance that stays in the fairway.
You can't keep doing this, Paige, and be at the top of the leaderboard.
It doesn't make any sense, Tom.
Just gouge wedge. Well, that fluttered out of there right as well. That might have even had a little hosel on it.
Tell you what, it's not going to be as bad as it first looked.
No, I think she'll be pleased that that didn't hang up in the rough and left.
Yeah.
That was
Wizard.
awesome. That was so clean using the bounce. Such soft hands, soft elbows to be able to just nip it so closely.
Easy 4. And she gets away with another drive in the rough.
Looks like we found the fairway.
And she has.
Just a sand wedge.
Check, please.
She's had a heck of a display on her birdie conversion.
You see Lee Lexi Thompson, of course, here in the booth this week. Morgan Pressel. 11.
Yuka Saso down the left.
Yeah, with a little draw.
Usually stays in the fairway that side. Yeah, it slopes quite a lot from left to right.
Line is good. A little right of it, though. Oh, good bounce.
Great look at birdie.
She hit that exactly where she wanted to. You can tell by the reaction, holding the finish, staring at it in disbelief. Oh, that looked nice. Left center of the fairway.
She hits an unbelievably straight ball. That had 5 feet of curve on it. We've seen that throughout the day, just on a string when she strikes it well.
This is actually left of the hole, should bounce right.
And check.
She looks at the hole like, don't you know I just made that? And it didn't fade as it's headed left edge. Oh boy.
Now be careful, there's a big steep slope there, and it's not going to stop until it gets to the rough.
See just how deep that short game well is here. She's been going to it very often and been pulling off some incredible shots. That's what I was expecting more of right there, and that's still really good.
Yeah. Just runs away past the hole, not dead yet.
That softer that finds in the middle.
But not a surprise for those who keep an eye on the game, the women's game, and obviously not a surprise for those who follow the Japanese tour that she's up there contending in a major championship.
With a good one here, if she turns it over a bit, she could actually reach the downslope, but she's not. The plan, and she just piped it. Oh, that ball's in the air for a long time. Left side of the fairway.
Both she and Bianca Pagdanana would represent the Philippines.
Left center of the green.
Didn't quite hit her mark on that one, Jared.
It's turning just a little bit left of the hole.
Oh, wow.
Really studied it a moment ago.
Just pitched in that rough, didn't it? And she makes it.
Good save.
Same line. Maybe just a hair further left.
It's hard to believe, but on this hole, the cost of hitting it in the rough is actually greater than any other.
Swung left of the hole, floating in the wind.
Players of Sasso's length don't often walk off a par 5 feeling satisfied. Not sure how satisfied she feels, but she should. 5th toughest hole.
Only from the fairway. Ooh, lost that quickly in the sun.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, she's watching it. Well, she lost it too.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Got a smoke at 231 hole. Just at the left side of the green.
Got a big hop. Steady on. Oh, it almost fit. Might have clipped the hole there. And that's not going to stop. If it gets on that steep side, it's going to go all the way down to the bottom. It's a tough shot down there. It's really steep.
She can't get it close. It's going to turn left when it lands. Really, really good.
We've seen so many good shots from the long rough. Look at that. Yuka Saso, time and time again. Up and down again.
This should be right center of the fairway. This gets a horrible bounce.
Soft bounce.
This has been an incredible display. Lying down green, but that's where the good news ends. He has to land it, I think, on the right fringe because it's going to ricochet left. Just jumped on her.
Look at that. Lexi leads alone. To your point, after her struggles in round 3s in the past, a very impressive 71.
Perfect.
Yuka Saso.
Just laying up. Got to keep this on the left side of the fairway. It's going to bounce right. Wind's blowing right. This should be good. She had 240 yards to the front edge and no helping wind, so that was out of reach, I think.
Didn't have her mark.
Mistake.
Yep. Nearly did it again.
Wow.
Just had some incredible delicate touch around these greens, Jerry. It's been pretty fun to watch.
It's immaculate.
In every kind of shot, the tight lie, the bunker shot from the rough.
The first tee shot Thursday morning to the final shot on Sunday. The greens are the same speed. The rough is the exact same height. It's just a little windier. And as Kay mentioned, it's forecast to get even windier. Wow. That was just a pure block.
Wow.
We have not seen anything like that.
It's not getting to the right, to the fairway. And that sunk down as well.
And now a third shot at the second for Saso.
That's just a hack and hope right there. It's going to get to the fairway. That was just another horrid lie. Flying a little past.
That'll be for bogey.
52 inside 10 feet. She's been putting well. This would be a huge putt.
So a double at the first for Megagame, a double at the second for Yuka Saso.
This one starts left.
Shoulder sag.
Yeah, the body language has not been great so far today.
There's a lot. Just too much sand on that. Took the extra long swing just to get it up over the lip.
Where the world starts to feel like you're spinning.
Wow. This course is the ultimate test of every aspect of your game. It's Sunday of a major U.S. Open. It's a test of more than just your skill right now.
Double.
You know, her knees and lower body. Oftentimes, if things start to spiral, it feels like you're walking out the edge of Grand Canyon and you just lose feeling in that lower body.
Well, that started left. Could be all right. And it is.
That's a fairway hit. She has yet to par this hole.
Just missed the trees. That is left. Come on, Whit.
Soft kick, but safely aboard. Now trying to harness whatever feel she's got for these greens. It was not an easy putt to be able to do that from in the first place. Much better.
Same starting line as where she's aiming as the other two. Right where she hit it, or a little left of the other two. This is going to land center of the fairway and needs to hit softly. This is the right club. It's a heck of a shot.
Yes. Beautiful recovery.
Is that the shot that rights the ship for Yuka Saso?
It tests more than just your skill.
Plays primarily on the Japan LPGA. Quite an impression on the LPGA Tour.
This one's going to be just fine. Right center of the fairway.
That looked like a good, comfortable swing there, Jerry. That looked back to the Yuka Saso we've seen the last few days.
Bob lower feet, but back far enough where she can spin it on that top shelf and get it to dance around the hole with a good gap wedge. Line's right at it.
Good shot. And is it going to stay? Yeah, just stay on the side of the green. A problem that she had to address, and she has addressed it, and whatever she's done, it has worked really well so far. This is Saso now. And that's pretty impressive. She's fighting her way back. Look at those two double bogeys at 2 and 3.
Yuka Saso.
7-iron. Uphill into the wind from the right. Really difficult to leave this ball under the hole and on the green. This is a little left.
To say the least, that's going to be a delicate chip shot.
It's a matter of not worrying about what other people think, not worrying about letting other people down, and really playing for yourself.
Always thought it was somewhat absurd. I get it, we're in sports, but only in athletics.
And just another clutch little up and down. Didn't look like much. Innocuous on TV, but that was a squirrely little lie on the second shot. Still takes a tough one to get in the fairway. This is going to miss left.
Just going to kick down into that primary rough.
That's not going to get there on the fly.
She's going to hop up the hill. Yeah.
That caught the downslope and ricocheted forward.
It's going to be a 4 for Yuka Saso.
This fairway bends with the direction of the wind. This is going to bounce right on the edge of it. Will it stay?
The rare generous bounce here at Olympic.
Really gifted hands. Just left of the hole. It's made a couple good ones, but missed a lot of very makeable ones. Turning a little left. This one, I don't see how it could possibly miss the fairway.
Oh, it's going to be just fine. Let's go now to Saso.
This has potential. A little left of the hole. Needs a bounce, maybe?
Needs to come out of that rough, and it doesn't. Yuka Saso's going to go first. And that was above the hole. Nothing to stop it. Might even release down onto the bottom tier. And we talked about it being very quick from up there. Lexi's keeping a close eye because that's going to be a similar line to what she faces. Saso for par at 11. Pretty good effort there from Yuka Saso.
In her mind, she's not out of this yet, Tom.
No.
Just 117 yards to the hole for Saso, ball below her feet, and from the left. With a little bit of hurt, hoisting it way up in the air. Left of the hole.
Jerry, have you seen any change in Yuka's attitude or Lexi's attitude? Either way.
Saso.
8-iron as well. Smooth one. Direct line. Just right of the hole.
Good shot there. More aggressive. Saso. 4 back. Yeah, good turn on her. Just needed a bit more speed.
Hold the line. Big Filipino population just nearby in Daly City. You know, a little more than 100,000 in Daly City. More than a third Filipino.
Good full 9-iron, miles in the air. Started off on a great line. Wind got it a bit left.
Time to start making a move. It's right now she's not given it enough.
She's done that a number of times today. That one looked good, sounded better.
Did it ever look good? That was a Rory finish, right? Stick the finish.
Even holding the finish, I was thinking the same thing, Rich.
Yeah. Yuka Saso.
Just 72 yards with a lob wedge. Right at it.
Well, look out. And you never know. Saso's only 3 shots back. Make a birdie. Playing the heart.
Beautiful view of her stroke right there.
That started in the left rough. It has a little fade on it.
So steep down to the rough on the other side. It's going to be okay.
This is a little left of where she wanted it.
Went after it. It just didn't fade back. You'd think it would move back towards the hole starting at left, but she's knocked it in the bunker.
She's not that comfortable with her wedges. But you wouldn't know that from watching her play.
What a shot this is. And that should be a birdie for Yuka Saso. That'll get her to 4 under par. Lexi's leading at 5 under, but needs to get it up and down to stay. And that gets her to 4 under par. Lexi's going to fall to 4 under. Hasn't posted yet, so that score's still at 5 on the leaderboard.
Left side of the fairway, holding its line there. Should be good.
Beautiful free swing right there. Yours give you chills. Again, enjoying tremendous support here. Gutsy bounces back from those 2 early double bogeys, and we are headed to a playoff.
And she has. Oh, this might be ideal.
Hug the right side, Jerry. And it is going to work back into the fairway. Big advantage there for Yuka Saso. Remember, it's a 2-hole aggregate playoff, so they are going to play the 9th and the 18th. The 18th tee is just a short walk away. Okay, looking a little concerned there, and not as close as she would have liked. Too far right from what we saw in the NASA putt. She was not aiming that far right. And done. Good stroke there.
Really good.
And yet again stuck that finish. That Rory-like finish.
Yeah, she really has a beautiful, smooth, rhythmic golf swing.
Just right.
Yeah, Jerry, it'll be a fairly similar putt, maybe a little bit of a different angle.
Wow. gutsy.
Really, really solid stroke.
Just jammed it in.
This one's left of that initial line. Has to get lucky to stay in the fairway.
Yeah, just gonna finish up in the rough. Oh, got some stop on it out of the rough. What a shot.
What an incredible shot there on a very similar line to the putt she had the first time around in this playoff.
And she makes it. And Yuka Saso is the US Women's Open champion. A new star in the women's game. A birdie to win, doing it in style. How about that, Morgan?
What a putt. What a performance from her this week. What a comeback today, especially after getting off to a